Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So today's reading is going to be October predictions, which is just so crazy to me. I cannot believe we're already in October. But we're going to be taking a look at what you can expect in the coming month for your love life, for your career, and for your personal growth. So there are 3 readings for you guys to choose from today. I'm going to show you each of the crystals one by one, and then please pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. So number 1 is Amethyst. Number 2 is Black Tourmaline. And number 3 is Blue Cat's Eye. Okay, so as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and get started with number 1. Hi number ones, so if you chose the Amethyst, this is going to be a reading for the month of October. So the first oracle card that we have here, this is going to be just a general message for you for the whole month of October. And we have change in direction. So you guys are going through some significant changes in the month of October. It does feel like a transition into a new chapter of your life. So I do think that this is something that is pretty significant, such as changing career, a change in your studies. Some of you could even be moving, relocating somewhere else. And even for some of you, it could be more than one of these things. So you do have a lot going on. A lot is going to be changing in your life. And you guys in the month of October could be feeling a little bit uneasy about everything. Of course, because it can be tricky to adjust to a new environment and new situations, but also because with a change and a new beginning comes a decision to be made to leave something behind. And I feel like some of you guys will be, or already are, if you do know what these changes are, sort of feeling a bit of reluctance or resistance, just generally uneasy to let the old chapter go. Maybe fearing that you didn't do everything you could in that past situation, or if it really is the right decision to move forward. But what this card is telling you, like, I'm looking at this little baby angel with the stork, and they are like planning out the life journey. And I'm imagining that this baby has not incarnated yet, but is looking down at the earth and deciding what path they will want to take. And I do feel that this transition was already decided and picked out for you before starting this lifetime. So with that being said, it is very, very likely that this is a huge, significant life event for you. But in any case, I just want to confirm to you that you are 100% on the right path with this change. It is only going to bring improvements to your life. It's only going to be positive changes. And your guides want to tell you, they promise they're going to make this transition as smoothly as possible, and they will work to bring you as many signs as you need and as much confirmation as you need so that you can feel really good in knowing that this change is right for you, that you did the right thing in choosing this new path. Okay, so please don't be afraid of this change. It's part of your divine plan, and it's only going to bring good things to you. Okay, so for the next sections, I'm going to take a tarot card and an oracle card each for the areas of love, career, and personal growth. And so we are going to start with love, and let's see what you can expect in your love life in October. There's the Ten of Fire, and this is similar to the Ten of Wands in traditional tarot. And then there's Action. All right, so I'm going to give a couple different scenarios depending on your relationship status, because it is a general reading. For those of you who are already involved with someone, whether that is a committed relationship or you're seeing someone, you're in a situationship, whatever it may be, this card, the Ten of Fire, is sort of giving you a warning. Be careful that you're not taking on most of the responsibilities in the relationship, because this card is about carrying a heavy burden on your own. And when it comes to love and relationships, it can kind of show this dynamic where you are the one who is always putting in the effort. Like the other person is kind of distant. They could be kind of dragging their feet, kind of neglecting the connection, and then you have to make up for that by initiating more, by communicating more, by checking in on them more, by fixing the things that aren't working by yourself. And it's just not really a fair dynamic. So things could be a little bit uneven in your love relationships in October. And if this is just an isolated thing, like your relationship has been fine until now, it could just be that your partner is a little bit extra busy in the month of October. They have something going on that is stressing them out, and they just become a little bit distant as a result. But if this is like a repeating thing that was going on in September, in August, and July, like you've been having this dynamic like forever with this person, you might want to reconsider going forward with this connection, because it is not fair to you, and eventually it is going to burn you out. Okay, so that's the message for those of you who do have someone in mind. For those of you who don't have anybody in mind yet, I'm looking at this action card. There is a need for you guys to put yourself out there more, quite literally, as the card says, to take more action, to be more forward. Oh yes, that will be a message for those of you who have a specific person, but nothing has really happened with them yet. You're being encouraged not to keep your feelings to yourself. And I know it's kind of scary, but your guides are encouraging you to make the move. And for those of you who are in that situation, we can think of this burden as like all the things you want to say to them, all the things you wish you could tell them, you wish you could ask them out, confess your feelings, and you're carrying that burden. And so this action card is telling you to go for it, and tell them how you feel. If you don't have anybody, but you're hoping to meet somebody, then for you, this message is going to be that your lifestyle or your actions right now are not really facilitating you meeting somebody. Like, for example, you are spending all your time at work, or you're spending all your time by yourself at home. It's hard for your partner, for your future partner, to find you if you're not running out there, if you're not putting yourself forward. So these cards will be encouraging you to get out there more, to express yourself more, and make yourself visible to those potential partners. All right, so I know that was a lot of messages for a lot of groups of people. Now let's move on to the next part, which is going to be about your career. There's the Knight of Fire. This is similar to the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. This is a really great card for career, in my opinion. And we have appreciation. Yay! Okay, so in the month of October, you guys are going to be feeling very motivated to do your work. I think this is going to be quite a productive month for you. I think you're going to find that you're able to do the same amount of work or even more without getting as tired. Maybe there's something about the work that you're doing in October that is more fun or enjoyable to you, and so it just doesn't drain you as much. But I actually do see you guys having a lot of fun with what you're doing. Another thing that I see with this card is good connections in your workplace, whether that is with your colleagues, your boss, or your clients. Personal relationships, human relations, I don't know. Workplace connections are going to be going well for you in this month. I feel like the energy of the workplace is just going to be a lot more relaxed, a lot more playful, very low stress in terms of work. And a message for you guys that I often do pick up with the Knight of Fire is that the people you work with, or your clients, if you're self-employed, they really love you. And the Appreciation Oracle card, it only adds to that meaning. I think you guys are a lot more appreciated than you realize. And this month in October, you might actually get like a surprise gift, a surprise token of gratitude from your boss or from one of your clients. You might get a really generous tip. You might get a little bonus. You might get a gift. Somebody is coming forward and showing you that they really, really appreciate your hard work and your enthusiasm. And who knows, maybe that little gift is actually what makes you more motivated to do your work and enjoy it more. But anyway, I think your work ethic is really, really good in this month. Pretty low stress. I think most of the stress that I'm seeing so far in this reading is kind of in this department, in romance, but work looks really, really great for you guys. Okay, so the final two cards, this is going to be for your personal and spiritual growth. There's the Knight of Water, so this is similar to the Knight of Cups. And are we gonna have room? This table is really small. And the sixth chakra, ooh, so this is the third eye chakra. So already I'm seeing heightened intuition for you guys. And if I combine that with the Knight of Water, I think what this is going to be is some sort of empathic abilities that are heightening for you guys in October. This is a really, really wonderful thing because it can help to bring you closer with the people in your life. But you do have to be careful. With this card on the Knight of Water, it says the need to balance emotions. So with your heightened intuitive and empathic abilities in this month, I think you will also become a lot more sensitive to energies. And that fact is as good or as bad as the energies that are around you, right? Because you are becoming somewhat of a sponge to the energies of the people who are surrounding you. If any of you guys have been feeling tired, sluggish, irritable, stressed, anxious, more so than usual, and you've been trying to figure out like what the heck is going on, like why do I feel like this? What am I doing differently? What am I doing wrong? The answer may actually be that you are picking up on energies from other people. So this sadness, this frustration, this exhaustion, anger, whatever it is that you're feeling, it may not actually be yours, but something that a person around you is experiencing, and it is absorbing. It is absorbing into you. So it's really important when you have these psychic abilities that you find a way to control them and protect them. And make sure that you are cleansing yourself and cleansing your space frequently, okay? Especially in this coming month. Although I do feel that this is going to be something that continues for you, because if your abilities are heightening right now, it's likely that they will keep going in that direction. So that's just something to be careful of. If you have sage or something that you use to cleanse your space, I would do that frequently. I would take salt baths frequently. I would meditate frequently. You can also ask your guides and angels to remove any negativity from around you. And I think once you start putting these measures in place, you can start feeling a bit more back to normal and a bit more yourself. Going back to this part of the reading, I just feel like I need to say this. Some of you guys are romantically involved right now with people who do have a bit of a lower energy, who have a bit of negativity attached to them. And I think that while you do mean well and you do want to help them and keep contributing to the connection, you may be starting to soak up some of that negativity. I'm even looking at the imagery of the horses here with like the light horse running away from the dark horse. Like I said, if you guys have been in this kind of connection where you're really, really carrying the weight, and it's been like this since the beginning, some of you may really, really want to consider cutting this off. You just have to be extra careful when you are so tapped in like this and so sensitive like this. You do have to protect your energy and be quite selective of the people that you're around and the situations that you put yourself in. And I see through this work part of the reading, I see spirit, I see your guides trying to remind you how worthy you are of love, appreciation, of support. of genuine, positive engagement. This is what we want to move towards, this energy in the middle. And I do think with the changes and transitions that are going on for you this month, it will be what you are ultimately moving towards. Okay, so I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi, number twos. So if you chose the black tourmaline, this is going to be your reading for the month of October. So the first oracle card that we're going to look at, this is just going to be a general message for you for the whole month. And the card that we have is giving and receiving. So this is a card that talks about the importance of having a balance between how much you give and how much you receive in life. And this card actually compares it to inhaling and exhaling. So of course we can't only be inhaling and we can't only be exhaling. It needs to be balanced. For every time we breathe in, we have to breathe out. And so in the same way, for every time we give, we have to receive. If we are expending and giving our energy out, then we must receive energy back. And I think the lesson for you guys in the month of October is learning how to receive, because it can be an uncomfortable thing for a lot of us. And maybe if you guys chose this pile, it is something that you struggle with. You may be the type of person who feels very uncomfortable when somebody gives you a compliment, when somebody offers help or support, when you get an unexpected gift. This thing receiving, which is supposed to feel very nice, it's supposed to be this beautiful blessing, maybe it makes you guys feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I think on some level you are resisting this experience of receiving. Now this can be happening consciously, it can also be happening unconsciously. And what that looks like is that, consciously you're thinking, oh my gosh, I want this so bad, I wish that I had more. But subconsciously something is saying no, something is resisting it. And this can be for many reasons. It can be a subconscious feeling of unworthiness. It could be a subconscious feeling of guilt that you associate with receiving things. And it can even be a fear that when you do receive the thing that you really want, it's not going to be as good as you imagined it, and that you'll be disappointed. Or even a fear that you're going to mess the thing up if you do receive it. So it can be many different reasons, but I think what your guides are wanting you to do is try to explore and find that reason, especially if you guys have been finding like the things that you want are not manifesting, and you're wondering what may be blocking that, what may be slowing things down. You may want to think if there is anything in your unconscious mind that would be resisting you receiving these things. And that should get things back into their natural rhythm. That should get you back into inhaling and exhaling in perfect balance, because your guides really, really do want you to receive more, and they want you to get used to it and, feel like it's a given, feel like it's natural for you to receive blessings. Okay, so for the next part of the reading, we're going to look at the areas of love, career, and personal growth. And so for each of those areas, I have a tarot and an oracle card each. So let's take a look at love first. What is your love life going to be like in the month of October? There's a 7 of air. So this is equivalent to the 7 of swords. And there is indecision. Okay, so you guys do have a little bit of a warning message when it comes to your love life. It seems that you will be dealing with, or maybe you already are dealing with, somebody who is not being entirely honest. And I think it has to do with their intentions in the relationship, because we have this indecision card here. And so what I'm thinking for those of you who are currently talking to someone, seeing somebody, or you're looking to meet somebody, just be aware of the people who are coming into your life, because they may portray themselves as someone who is genuine, who is really, serious and looking for a commitment, but the truth is that they actually haven't really decided. So they could be kind of leading you on when in reality they're not actually committed to you. So it's just something to be wary of. Just be careful of it. Now, for those of you who are already in a relationship, you could be discovering that there's something about your partner that you didn't know that is a little bit different than what you expected of them, and it could kind of make you start to question things. I know that that's not the happiest message to get for your love life, but I just have to read it as it appears on the cards. And for any of you who may have already been suspecting that there was some kind of dishonesty or deception going on, like you had a bad gut feeling about a certain person or a certain connection, you can take this as confirmation that your gut feeling is correct. I don't think that you are in danger. Your guides will make sure that you stay out of harm's way. But just know that this month in October, what you are seeing from your person, what they are telling you, and what really lies beneath the surface, their true intentions, there is a bit of a disconnect there, okay? I think in this month of October, your guides are going to work to expose all of this information and all of these truths to you about the connection so that you can make the proper decision with all the information that you need. So moving on to the next part of the reading, these are going to be your 2 cards for your career. So we have the 9 of Fire, which is similar to the 9 of Wands, and then we have All Tied Up. So it looks like you guys are going to be pretty busy in the month of October. I think you guys are going to be working a bit longer hours than usual, or have many things going on at once. And I do think that in this coming month, your work will kind of have to take precedence. So there may be less time to do the things that you normally do, less time for rest, for friends, and for these kinds of things. Quite literally, like the person in this card, you are tied up. You have a lot to do. I don't think that this is going to be a long-term or a permanent thing. I just think it's kind of the month of October that is going to peak and be, very busy, and then things are going to slow down again. So this is just a kind of short-term spike in your workload is what it looks like. What the energy kind of feels like is that you are cramming in work to get a project done this month. So maybe it's that you have a deadline, you have a really important project that needs to be finished. The message that was on this card is protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. So it seems like you've already done a lot of work on this project, on this task, and you're sort of putting in the final touches. It could be a little bit of like a race against the clock, and your guides are asking you to believe in yourself, that you can get this done and that you are doing a wonderful job. Everything is going to turn out amazing. And also, please know that when this is done, that you are going to get a much needed rest, okay? It just might feel a little bit crazy in the month of October. I'm just looking at the card here, like the All Tied Up card with this night sky, and I have this image of like working late, putting in extra hours. If you guys are creatives, you might be having many nights where you're just so in the zone, you're so immersed in this project that you actually end up working on it until the morning. So I know this can sound like a bit of a stressful energy, but if you guys love what you do, this can actually be a very fun month for you. It's like you have no other distractions, nothing else is really asking for your attention, and you can completely focus on your craft. And the feeling of satisfaction when you get this done, like you guys are going to be, or you should feel, so incredibly proud of yourselves. The 9 of Wands, it has this way of showing you how strong you are and how capable you are. and you really exceed your own expectations of what you could do. Not just with how hard you're working, but I think the quality of your work as well. Not only are you going to get this stuff done on time, but it really, really is going to be amazing. I just had an image of somebody telling you this is your best work yet. You're going to be really, really pleased with the response and the recognition that you get out of this project. So yes, it is a lot of hard work. It is a lot of effort. There may be a time-sensitive aspect to it that puts a bit of pressure, but it is so rewarding and it is so worth it in the end. Okay, so for the final two cards, this is going to be about personal and spiritual growth for you in the month of October. We have balance, so this is similar to the temperance card. And then we have man holding a coin. Okay, so this man holding a coin, this is going to be about your self-worth, your feeling worthy. So I'm thinking back to this card that is talking about you getting good at receiving. And I think what this boils down to is feeling worthy, feeling proud of yourself, and knowing your inherent value. I do like these two cards together because temperance can represent a very long journey that requires a lot of patience from us. It requires a lot of discipline. Sometimes we have to compromise what we really want and just keep our head down and keep going. And then it's like in the end, you're getting this reward that you can be really, really proud of. And so this here is like the inhale and this is like the exhale. What you guys are learning in this month is that all of your efforts should be and will be rewarded. If you give, you are going to receive. When you put in that hard work, when you put in those extra hours, you're going to get the compensation, you're going to get the recognition, you're going to get the admiration, and you're going to get the feeling of self-satisfaction. And when you understand your worth, when you understand that that's what you're deserving of, it helps you to navigate situations like this so much easier. Because the second then somebody steps out of line and doesn't treat you the way you know you deserve to be treated, when somebody is not showing up and providing to the relationship what you know you deserve, this decision will be easy to make. So I see you guys in the month of October becoming very certain and very firm in what it is that you expect out of relationships, out of yourself, and out of life in general. I see you guys sort of raising your standards of what you want out of life. Some of you guys need to be asking for more. You need to be telling people what you want and what you expect from them. And this is going to change your life very quickly when you're able to embody this man holding a coin and say, I know what I'm worth and I know what I want. You are going to bring in so much abundance, both in the material sense and the emotional sense. You're going to manifest such healthier relationships, relationships that make you feel worthy and beautiful and valuable. You're going to manifest rewarding projects and more admiration for what you do. It's all starting from within. It's all starting from you holding this coin. I love how it looks like he has this little sweep of gray hair because it's like he's been through some stuff. He's been through the ringer and he's all the wiser for it. It looks like you guys are really, really maturing and coming into your own this month. And you're not taking any more crap. You're starting to value yourself and value your time more. And as you respect yourself more like that, you are commanding respect from others too. So a huge, huge boost in confidence and self-worth, and also a sense of purpose is coming to you in this month. So yes, it does look like it could be a little bit more hard work that you're doing, but please know that it's going to pay off for you beautifully. And again, that you're getting much needed rest and relaxation in the following months. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, number threes. So if you chose the blue cat's eye, this is going to be a reading for the month of October. So the first oracle card that we have here, this is going to be just a general message for you for the whole month. And we have energy work. Cool. So I think that you guys in this coming month, you're being encouraged to receive some sort of spiritual services that will bring you guidance or healing. So for example, getting a personal tarot reading, getting a reading for your astrological transits coming up so that you can better navigate the energies. You could actually get an energy healing for yourself, a past life regression, something like this. You are being encouraged to use those services and to clear or balance your energy. Now another message, this is just going to be for some of you, so please take it how it resonates. Some of you are actually being told that you yourself are very skilled at this energy work. Some of you guys may have very powerful healing abilities, and in the month of October, you're being encouraged to look into that more, to do some research on this field of energy work and tap into your abilities more. Because I think we definitely need more healers in this world. Okay, so let's take a look at the next cards now. So we're going to be taking cards for 3 areas of your life: love, career, and personal growth. And I'm going to be taking a tarot card and an oracle card for each. So let's start with your love life here. We have the 3 of air, which is similar to the 3 of swords. And then we have rest and rejuvenation. And I have to say, like, this is the 3rd pile. So this is the last reading of all of them that I'm doing. And it seems like none of the piles really had like a super happy energy for love. I don't know what is going on with us, but there's a lot of like cautioning messages or protection messages coming through in terms of love life. So for you guys in the month of October, I don't really see any significant developments in your love life. However, I have to say with the meaning of the 2 cards that have appeared here, it is being hinted that there is a development in your love life, perhaps in the following months, because these energies here, it really does feel like a preparation stage to me. So maybe in November, December, or in the new year, you guys are attracting a happy relationship or an improved relationship, and you're sort of preparing for that this month, okay? This rest and rejuvenation card, of course, this is a very low action card. It has the feeling of relaxing and healing and getting in touch with yourself. What I'm seeing with the 3 of air, look at the message on this card. It says the need to forgive yourself or others and taking time to heal from great sadness. So I think that a lot of you guys, you may be carrying some wounds from your past that are going to prevent you from loving fully in the future. It could be holding on to wounds from an ex, hang-ups from past romantic relationships, but it doesn't have to be romantic. This could even be, you know, friendships that went wrong in the past, or even something from your childhood. And actually, for a lot of you, it might be that, because if we look at the cards here, it looks like a baby horse with maybe their parents. So it could be that you guys are being encouraged to heal some wounds from your childhood, or like I said, from a past romantic relationship or friendship, so that you can be ready with open arms to receive this new love that is coming to you in the following months. Your guides want to make sure that when this relationship does come to you, that you can just dive into it with a warm heart that is free of burden. So it really seems to be hinting, like, although I don't see much happening in October. There's really this energy of something coming up, something that is just around the corner, and you're being asked to get mentally and emotionally ready for that. And so with that being said, it probably is quite a significant relationship, perhaps a soulmate relationship that is coming to you. And your guides really, really do want your heart to be full. They want you to be able to enjoy this connection to the fullest. So in order to do that, we do need to heal some wounds from the past. If you guys are already in this energy of healing and working on yourself, please keep up the great work. This is exactly what you need to be doing right now. And actually, maybe this energy work can even come into play here. These might have something to do with each other. If you guys have been feeling blockages in your love life, like just having dissatisfying connection one after the other, or feeling that you are getting hurt again and again, or even that you cannot attract a partner, and you can't seem to figure out why, it could be that through some sort of spiritual service, such as a reading or an energy healing, you could be able to find the root of this issue. Not only that, but with some assistance, actually release those wounds and release that negativity. This kind of feels like a spring cleaning. I know it's October, but it kind of feels like a spring cleaning for your emotional body so that you can welcome new and fresh and vibrant energies into your life. Okay, so now let's take a look at your cards for career. There's the Knight of Air. Ooh, this is like the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot. And there is Walking Away. Ooh, okay, so some of you may actually be changing careers, walking away from one job and into a new one in the month of October. I do think that that is going to be just for some of you. If you're not already planning to do that, I'm not really seeing this like spring up on you as a surprise. So if that's not really on your radar, please just let that message go, because actually the first thing that came to my head when I saw this Walking Away card was actually going home early. I don't know, there's something about, you know, she looks happy, she kind of looks like smug and satisfied with herself, and she's like, bye, I did all my work and I get to go home now and enjoy myself. I feel like you guys in this month may actually be enjoying a bit of a lighter workload, a bit more flexible hours. I'm also noticing like this is a light day sky. So for those of you who are used to working into the late hours of the night, maybe like you finish work, you're leaving your office, especially in the fall time, and it kind of sucks because by the time you get out of the building, it's already dark outside. In the coming months, some of you guys may be catching these days where you can finish up everything in the daylight and still have energy left when you go home to do the things that you like to do. And looking at the Knight of Air here, I feel like you guys are really going to be focused and really on top of your game this month. Like you are getting your work done more quickly, more efficiently. Maybe you guys have figured out a better way to organize your tasks, or you figured out a new way to do your work that is faster or easier. Maybe there is some new like app or technology or some new device. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Some new thing that you are using that helps to speed up the process. You don't have to do as much of that annoying labor anymore. But just the energy of this month for you for career, it really does feel like things are easy and breezy. Everything is taken care of. I'm also getting the feeling that when you're not working, you don't have to be thinking about work. So the tasks of the day, they're not going to be weighing on your mind. You won't have to be like stressing at night about what do I have to do tomorrow. I keep hearing that phrase of like, it is all taken care of. It's all taken care of. And I think you guys, for whatever reason, you're having a much easier time concentrating. If you guys, this is also a message just for some of you, if you guys work in an office environment or you have the type of job with frequent conferences, like where you're discussing future plans, in the coming month, in October, you guys are going to be full of good ideas, and you're going to be receiving praise for some innovative idea that you bring to the table, like some solution to a problem that your company is facing. You are going to be the one who finds the solution, and you're going to be recognized and appreciated for that. But yes, this is great. Like, this feels like a very easy and lovely energy. So very minimal stress going on here. And let's finally take a look at your personal and spiritual growth. So there's life experience and the second chakra. Okay, so the life experience card, it is the card of this deck that is equivalent to the Tower. However, I don't really see it as scary or ominous as the Tower in traditional tarot, because as you can see, the Tower is upright, it is not on fire, it is standing tall, and just this beautiful lush environment that surrounds it. It actually does look quite peaceful and liberating as opposed to the traditional Tower. And I'm just going to read the message on this card. It says, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So the significant change that is happening here, I think it's more of an epiphany that sets you free. And I do think it has to do something with this, with these wounds that you are carrying from past relationships. You guys are going to realize that the relationships that ended badly, or the relationships that were riddled with painful experiences, they weren't your fault. They were not your fault, okay? And this is especially going to ring true for those of you that are resonating with the childhood wounds. Like, when something traumatic happens to us in our childhood, like, we remember it from the perspective of the child, right? Not from the objective adult who can assess the behavior of the parent, of the grown-up person, and say they shouldn't have been behaving like that. We just remember it as that scared child who is being punished, or who is being yelled at, who is being neglected. And I think you guys are going to have this very profound realization of, I did not deserve that treatment, and the way that person reacted to me, it was not an accurate reflection of who I am. It is not what I deserved. And I don't need to live with that burden on me. And even if it's not a childhood relationship, even if it's an ex significant other, an ex friend, you can realize that the way things ended in those relationships, it wasn't your fault. You did everything that you could. The meaning with the Tower, of course, in the traditional tarot, the Tower is falling apart. And it's falling apart because it wasn't built on a solid foundation. And I think that this is an important analogy for your relationships, because sometimes people just are not compatible, or sometimes one person is willing to make it work and the other one isn't, and that relationship is just not built on a solid foundation. And yet, even so, I see you guys have been carrying those wounds. You guys have been carrying the blame and carrying the guilt for that relationship ending, and you don't need to do that anymore. I think that's the revelation that you guys are having with this life experience. And now you can see clearly what you want your next tower to look like. Now it's time for you to build your tower that is not going to fall down. Now it's time for you to build stable and healthy connections. And we have the second chakra here as well for your oracle card. And this is an energy that deals with intimacy. So some of you guys are repairing your relationship with intimacy, or you're making some revelations about intimacy. For some of you, it can even be that you're making a revelation about your sexuality. I think that may just be for some of you, because of course intimacy is not necessarily about sexuality. It's about being in a connection where you can be fully seen, fully heard, and understood. It's about allowing yourself to get close to people and being vulnerable. And this powerful change that is going on within you is going to allow you to experience more intimate connections in your life. The second chakra also deals with creativity. So for those of you who are creatives, like if you create any sort of writing or music, your guides are encouraging you to heal the past through your creations. Use that as an outlet to get your emotions out. Not only is it going to be very therapeutic for you, but if you did feel comfortable sharing your art with other people, you could inspire and move so many others too. I think there's a lot of people who will connect and resonate with what you've been through. And if you did want to share your creations with them, because of course it's only if you feel comfortable doing so, I think you could also be a catalyst for other people's healing. And I wonder if this is why, like, your guides are creating a work situation that is easy on you. Like, they want you really to take it easy this month so that you can focus on this. Focus on your healing, focus on your growth, and preparing for those happy, healthy relationships. This is really where the focus is for you guys this month, I think. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. Take good care of yourself, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.